This little update on Black Lives Matter, my friends, guess what? They are headed for insolvency after plunging $8.5 million into the red. Wow, what? How didn't they collect $90 million following the George Floyd? Who was it that was saying that it was a scam? I don't remember. Who was the girl that was saying that BLM was definitely a scam?
Exist in a state of vainglorious because we are protected by the red, the black, and the green. Heed the words of the brother. Sissies. Okay, what up, YouTube? It's the No Pigeon Podcast. We in a Dove Shack. And it's your host, Yucko. And it's funny, actually, Candace. I got called Uncle Tom last week. Somebody in the comments, they said I was pandering to Slug for some reason because my friend is white. So we can't have genuine adult conversations together. I got to be pandering to him. I got to be tap dancing to him. You know what I'm saying? Little do they know that I turned him more conservative. You know what I'm saying? That I kind of showed him my perspectives on religion and this and that. And I swayed him on many views in life. You know what I'm saying? As he has with me. But you can't be an individual. And that's another thing about the left. You can't be a person of color and be an individual. You got to be part of their conglomerate. And if you're not part of their conglomerate, they have all different titles for what you are, whether it's a TERF or a Uncle Tom or a Sambo or a MAGA Trump this, a MAGA Trump that. Like all they do have is one word responses because they can't debate you, right? And none of this is new. Like none of this is new, right? At least when I was coming up. I enjoyed the debate aspect of it, right? I wasn't just one of those people that couldn't prove or argue my points. I loved the debate part, not on a professional level, school level, nothing like that. I was just debating with the homies in the streets and debating people I came in contact with. And I'm not going to lie, I was somewhat of a contrarian. I really was. I was always a contrarian. And you know what I'm saying? That just helped me build my debating skills, right? But despite all that, Patrisse Cullors, recognized as the creator of BLM or one of the creators, you know what I'm saying? She claimed to be a Marxist. The BLM movement was a Marxist movement. And for those who don't know about Karl Marx, he heavily despised capitalism, right? He believed that capitalism had no gain for the masses. For the common man. It had no gain for that. And it really just helped get the pockets fat of a few. And to a certain level, I'd agree with that. But I believe in capitalism because I believe I'd rather be that few. I'd rather be that few that grows and has a nice house and this and that. And I don't want to pay for people that don't have any ambition, that don't want to build, that don't want to grow. Regardless of that, let's make this a test example for what Marxists do with finances, right? With capital gain. Because Patrisse now, eventually, she had to step down due to corruption, right? Let's be real, that's what it was. It was due to corruption, you know? BLM is now going bankrupt. Yeah, the same BLM that refused to show their financial information, so they left California. They left California because they didn't want to be transparent about their finances. That same BLM, the same Patrisse Cullors who bought, I don't know what was it, 7 multi-million-dollar mansions in predominantly white neighborhoods. This Black Lives Matter lady, this is what y'all put your money into. Dumbass. I can't even be mad at her. She's a hustler. She's a capitalist of the highest sort. And you are an idiot. You are dumb.
You are really dumb. For real.
What else can I say? You're dumb. Now look at this. Black Lives Matter hemorrhage cash in 2022 tax document shows. In 2022, Black Lives Matter squandered cash and suffered investment losses, according to a copy of the tax return obtained by Black Lives Matter, Washington Free Beacon. The Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation ran an $8.5 million loss and saw the value of its investments accounts investment accounts declined by nearly $10 million in the most recent tax year. This is what they're doing with your money. This is what they're doing with your money that you invest, your hard-earned money. They don't care about you. Financial disclosures show the group recorded a loss of $961,000 on the sale of securities worth $172,000, suggesting that the charity suffered a massive 85% loss on the transaction. I wonder if they was invested in Bitcoin, BLM coin. These troubles haven't stopped the BLM from awarding seven-figure contracts to friends and family of its former executive director, Patrisse Cullors, who once said the charity financial disclosures were triggering and deeply unsafe. They were triggering. So she was really struggling to have these released. Like, she was really internally struggling with this shit. Y'all remember when Candace Owens, and shout out to Candace, man, she's been putting in some real work. And you see what the community did to her? They demonized her. They called her all kinds of all coins. I sounded like Slick Rick for a second. All coins. They called her all kinds of coons and this and that, Uncle Tom, Auntie Tom, whatever. They called her all kinds of shit, right? Because they were too mentally defunct to research it themselves. All this information was in front of you the whole time. Do you think she was just drawing this stuff out of her ass? Candace? No. All this information was out there. People just refused to listen. They were too busy being emotional. Well, good luck with your emotions. Running around like a bunch of women. Anyways, sorry, I got some noise in my alleyway. I don't know what that's about. It's no wonder Cullors was so afraid to reveal Black Lives Matter's finances to the public. Disclosures in Black Lives Matter's latest Form 990 suggest that the group is on a fast track to financial bankruptcy. Hey, Warriors. Oh, fuck, I was trying to do that Warriors radio lady voice thing, but I couldn't even remember what the fuck to say. And that the excesses of Cullors' tenure have not abated under her chosen successor, Shlomeya Bowers. So this motherfucker continuing the same shit. The financial losses for the beleaguered charity, correct me if I pronounced that wrong, I've never seen that word in my life, comes after a year of missteps and setbacks. The BLM raised only $9.3 million on its 2022 fiscal year, down 88% from the previous year. Yeah, what was making them that money was the media. All that propaganda that the media, all these left-wing organizations, that all these TYTs, The View, NBC, CNBC, ABC, CNN, you name it. They were all pushing this, not to mention social media. All you dumbasses that think facts are just based on memes. Y'all see a meme and you think you just seen the truth now all of a sudden. Imagine it was that easy. Imagine you didn't take cross-referencing and research. Imagine that, right? Beautiful. Black Lives Matter was forced to shut down its online fundraising streams in February 2022 due to compliance and transparency issues in several liberal states. So even these liberal states wasn't rocking with them. They knew they were up to no good. They told them just to be, just be transparent. They said, nah, we can't do that. We gotta skip town. They were just skipping town. They weren't even tarred and feathered, like Joseph Smith. The group has blown through 2/3 of the $90 million it raised following the death of George Floyd in the summer of 2020. Golly. There's no point in even reading the rest of this. Y'all see what this is. So, yeah, this is what you invested in, right? All I can do is clap for y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know how many heated debates I got into about this shit? And what they said about me, what the dirt they threw on my name, right? The dirt they threw on Candace's name, and any conservative of color, any right way. I'm not even I wouldn't consider myself a Republican, a conservative to that degree, but because I am kind of moderate in many different things. I'm very centered in certain things. Some things I am kind of progressive. Some things I'm kind of liberal. But the liberal as we know them today, the Democrats as we know them, the progressives as we know them today, I can't rock with y'all. Y'all are corny. Y'all are embarrassing. Just saying.
Amazing work. It's not like I literally, opened up the bank accounts and was like, I'm bringing all my family and friends in. Folks had skill sets.
Is there any truth to the reports that your family has been hired to work at the property that was purchased by Black Lives Matter?
While my brother is the head of security, and my mom and sister did work at the property. There are also dozens of other people who work in the organization that are Black folks and are doing amazing work.
I'm just going to ask you directly. Have you ever used BLM money to buy real estate?
No. You know, I grew up mostly poor, so when I first started to have money, I was like, I don't know what to do with this. Let me hire a financial person to help me think about this. And then the people who helped me the most were Black women, and Black women said, invest in property.
That's the American dream.
And that's what Black people always wish they could do. These were homes for my family, you know. And it was very sad. It was very sad to see that be used against me. It was deeply disappointing for people to not be like, wait a second, we should be proud, like this is a really good thing. I'm not going to allow for my mom to stay on Section 8 forever when I know I can get her a home and she can live in that home.
Did you catch that? She just lied straight to your face. She just said, these are homes for my family. I'm not gonna let my mom live in Section 8 housing when I have the ability to buy her $1 million home. She says it's sad because this is supposed to be a good thing, but the people didn't donate to BLM for you to buy your family houses.
What happened to being a Marxist? Why didn't you put that money into the community? Why didn't you put money? Why didn't you donate 90% of your money? Why didn't you just give it away? Who cares about capital? Why are you trying to be a capitalist? What did you really need 7 multi-million-dollar homes? Did you really need that many? And why in white neighborhoods? You couldn't just buy project housing with people that you claim to fight for so much? You couldn't just buy project housing and give them free rent? What happened to the people? I thought Black Lives Matter. Or is it just yours? And the people working for your foundation, right? Because I know somebody who's got a friend that worked in BLM, and he was making exorbitant amounts of money, barely doing anything. They was getting hotel covered. He had a salary. He was traveling the world, going to awards. Like, and who can I blame other than you people? The people that donated are just dumb as hell. Y'all don't investigate what you donate your money into? Politicians, the Trudeaus and the Bidens, you think they would be smart enough? These are people that you elect. You think they'd be smart enough? Because they were shouting out BLM too, and the whole movement. You think they'd be smart enough to, or at least have somebody smart enough behind them to investigate? No? Well, damn, that's kind of messed up. You think? You think the people that you put so much faith into, these news organizations, these The View and all these talk shows, they don't have anybody behind them investigating, but this is who you listen to for your information. This is who you listen to for your daily information. Anyways, y'all gonna make my blood boil. So, Candace was right. Candace been right. You know what I'm saying? Candace been right. And I'm not saying I agree with 1,000% with everything Candace says. I don't agree 1,000% with what nobody says, right? But she was right about this one. And y'all threw dirt on her name. I mean, I'm talking about regular citizens, media, you name it. She been right the whole time. And y'all sitting there just rolling your eyes and talking out your ass. But anyways, like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the bell icon for notifications, and hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, Rumble, you name it. All right, peace.